So when I was thinking about young talents that have outstanding potential, I was naturally drawn to Liam Lawson, behind Théo Pourchaire of course. Since Lawson has been signed for Hitech in Formula 2 next year, I thought that I could take a further look into the Kiwi. Therefore today we are going to be having a look at Liam Lawson, the next Red Bull superstar. Liam Lawson was born on the 11th of February 2002 in Hastings, New Zealand. He began karting at the age of 7, attending numerous karting championships around the country. In 2014, he won 2 karting titles, winning over 50 grand, which he used to fund his upcoming seasons in single-seaters. In 2015, Lawson made his single-seater debut in the Formula First Manfield Winter Series with Sabre Motorsport, taking a win and 10 podiums to finish 2nd overall. In 2015, he received Rookie of the Year in the New Zealand Formula First Championship, after finishing 6th in the championship with 1 win and 3 podiums. 1 year later, he won the New Zealand F1600 Championship, winning 14 of the 15 races to become the youngest champion in the series' history, and the youngest Formula 4 champion of all time. However, we must remember that this was a niche series, where the cars looked about as stable as the 2021 Mercedes. This was obviously enough to graduate to the 2017 Australian F4 Championship, where he'd come P2 in his rookie season, with 5 wins and 10 podiums. All of these results were looking very promising, resulting in Liam becoming a well-known talent with fantastic potential. From here, he graduated to the ADAC Formula 4 Championship, where he would claim 3 wins and 9 podiums, to place 2nd in the championship behind Larim Zendelli. On a good day, Lawson would display incredible pace, however, there was an issue with his consistency. Often, Liam would either finish on the podium or outside of the top 15, which was concerning to say the least. Nevertheless, this was still enough to finish ahead of Enzo Fittipaldi, Frederick Vesti, Ollie Caldwell, and David Schumacher. After his F4 campaign, Lawson attended the final 3 races of the F3 Asian Championship, and he won every single one of them. However, the Asian F3 Championship is about as competitive as we play, and the Wikipedia table is about as empty as my DMs. There is literally a man named Dragon. I genuinely don't recognise anyone here apart from Jake Hughes, so there's probably no point discussing this season any longer. In 2019, Lawson attended the FIA Formula 3 Championship with MP Motorsport. The Kiwi came 11th in the championship, which doesn't sound incredible. However, we must remember that MP aren't the best team. Heck, they signed Mahavir Ragun. Also, Lawson only finished 2 positions behind AlphaTauri driver and professional Polly Pocket Yuki Tsunoda. Lawson's results weren't incredible, however he picked up a couple of podiums over the course of the season, which was probably a bigger flex than his 100% win record in Asian F3. Drivers that he beat include Bent Viscal, Felipe Drugovich, Logan Sargent, and Alessio Deleda. Liam Lawson also attended the Macau Grand Prix the same year, finishing 7th behind the likes of Callum Ilott, Christian Lundgaard and Logan Sargent. However, this was a good result for his first visit to the death trap that is the Macau circuit. Drivers the Kiwi beat include Marcus Armstrong, Dan Ticktum and Yuki Tsunoda. Other achievements for Lawson in 2019 include 2nd in the Euro Formula Open Championship and 1st in the Toyota Racing Series, ahead of Marcus Armstrong. Unlike Armstrong, however, Lawson didn't get an F2 seat for the 2020 season, which meant that he had to attend the FIA F3 Championship again. Signing for Hitech, Lawson started the season well, winning the Austrian sprint race. However, the following 3 races could not have gone any worse. Liam retired from the Styrian sprint after contact with Jake Hughes' HWA at turn 4 whilst fighting for the lead. This was a huge shame, however it gave Pourchaire the win, so I was over the moon. Lawson would suffer a double retirement at the 3rd round in Hungary, really putting him on the back foot in the championship. Nevertheless, he would win the Britain feature race in an attempt to reclaim the lost ground. His results from this point were very consistent, picking up points in the remainder of the races, with 4 podiums and a dominant win in the final race at Mugello. But hey, no one really noticed due to the intense championship fight between Pourchaire and Piastri and Sargent. This was only good enough for 5th in the championship. However, considering the fact that Prema managed to set up their car like a rocket ship, 4th was kind of the best he could have hoped for, and hey, that's basically where he was. His closest teammate, Dennis Hauger, finished 17th in the championship, which goes to show that Hitech are worse at setting up their car than John Warren is at playing F1 2020. Without his unlucky retirements, he would have scored more points in the championship. I mean, that's obvious, but sometimes point deficits in the feeder series are overlooked. He would have certainly beaten Frederick Vesti, and perhaps could have challenged the top 3 in the championship, but we will ultimately never know. So what are my thoughts on Lawson's chances in the 2021 Formula 2 season? I do not think that the championship is possible for the Kiwi, and I don't think that's what he's realistically aiming for. I believe that he would just attempt to settle into the series and get used to the equipment. Hitech showed some promising pace last season with Luca Giotto and Mr. Moneybags, so we could certainly see Lawson step on the F2 podium at some point in the season. If we look at the majority of F2 champions, they usually take a year to settle in before attempting the championship the following year. Therefore, Liam Lawson could certainly be a contender for the 2022 Formula 2 Championship. But where would he go from there? Well, I believe that Pierre Gasly will eventually receive an upgrade from a team such as Alpine, and if he doesn't, I will attempt to eat a Phillips head screwdriver. Once Gasly moves on from AlphaTauri, I believe that excluding Albon, Lawson could be a good option for the team. Yes, I am ignoring the likes of Jehan Deruvala, however, I personally believe that Liam Lawson has lots of potential going forward. Anyway, as always, they are just my opinions. Please let me know yours in the comments below. Do you like Liam Lawson? If so, why? If not, why not? If you enjoyed this video enough to watch more, please subscribe to this channel, and if you do so, I will see you all in the next video. But until then, take care, and thank you very much for watching.